Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On the double. Down. Check 50. Set.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 60 reps. 60 reps.
Throwing. Young. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Ready.
Now Young. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bucs in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check mega. Ready.
They'll try and run here with Irving. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing it up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. 10 black, slice blue, red, yellow, green jack. Hut.
To throw, Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lee Blankenship. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Over the middle here, the Browns. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Blaster, stay. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 10.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his good tight end.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you look at this defense,
they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
from the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Shipley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Strike. Check. Strike.
Running the toss to Irving. And he'll pick up about 3 there up to the 43.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Ready. Red. Stop 50. Green. Ready.
Young. That is caught. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready. 52 blocks. Set.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's caught at the 3. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Buccaneers
43 rails.
first down. First and goal at the
Here we go.
2-yard line.
Young will set to throw. And he pulls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 3. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Toyle. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Fights him off. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list as his guys are able to extend their lead. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Ready, break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's a microcosm of how it's gone for their rushing game so far this year. 29th in the league on the ground.
Yeah, it's a great illustration of what we're seeing because these problems go back to the offensive line. You can't give guys free access to your backfield. You can't let these free runners come and get them because free runners turn into free hitters.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Come on, set. Black 40. Black shot. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
Young now. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And the Eagles first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Caught. It's Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. Green Jack. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Trimmer.
Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the
touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Check Fury.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Red, 60 red.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Ready,
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
set. Hut.
Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Fight. 93. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
Check smash.
1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 10 black. Claws red. Hut, hut.
Here's Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9.
63.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That incomplete completion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And he slings one that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
33, yellow, white.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
45, white.
Throwing, Young. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Drill, 50, black 40. Red, cycle. Set.
To the air once more, Young. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie things at 20 all.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action with Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
He'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hurts.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Buccaneers 20. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ultra. Go out down. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, check Mega. Ready. Black, 95. 10.
On the handoff, this is Irving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Barkley, toss play left.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Good. 180, 180. 73.
A first down carry for Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley.
A gain of 10 yards.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Buccaneers 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's first and 10.
Yellow. Ready. Claws red. Yellow. 43. Green jack. Set.
Here's Young. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Six. Mega. Blaster. Six.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Young to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Smash. Red. Red. Yellow. Black shot. Red. Cycle. Set.
Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set. 180.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we